All right, what's up, YouTube? I'm DJ Peter Lowe, your K-pop DJ, and I saw this music video while I was in the middle of cooking, and I started watching it. I was like, oh shoot, this is a Latin ballroom dance song. And not only is it a Latin ballroom dance song, it's a samba. And when I competed in Latin ballroom dance, mind you, I was like half the weight I am now, but when I was competing in Latin ballroom, samba was my dance. So when I saw one of my biases, Chung dancing to samba, I knew I had to share my reaction, the full reaction, here on video. So again, for your guys' background, I used to do Latin ballroom, used to dance competitively. One year I was actually a vice champion, a California vice champion for international Latin ballroom. So yes, I used to dance a lot of Latin, and I'm also a K-pop DJ, so I like to spin your favorite K-pop tunes in the club or on your favorite radio station or what have you. And I review K-pop. Let's actually employ a new model for these reaction videos. So we'll give it a look for the concept. We'll talk about the audio, and then I'll let you know if the song is Daebak or not. So with that, let's just dive right in, guys. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, here we go. Yep, this is what I heard earlier. Samba. Chung with her not backup dancers, her main dancers. It's funny, yeah. Such a reggaeton samba pulse. I think it looks like the costuming is inspired by that too. Chung does not disappoint with these aesthetics. Yes. This is not samba dancing here, but it's still great dancing. Nice. I love the bullet time. You can see the pollen. Yeah. Okay, is there a rapper? Because I'm not seeing him on screen. I think it's always weird music videos do this. They don't include the rapper. I'm not complaining about seeing Chung more though. Love the color contrast. The vibrant, highly saturated colors. So it looks like this is like bullfighting, except instead of a bull, it's a sports vehicle. Okay, that's, yeah. Those are samba moves. The lead is definitely executing better than Chung. Nothing on Chung. I know she's not a ballroom dancer. I love the looks the backup dancers are serving me. Excuse me, not backup dancers. Chung calls them her main dancers. And I love the way her skirt like accentuates her hips. Yeah, the ruffles in the back. That's fun. Especially because she doesn't have a lot of, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, she doesn't have a lot of hips to show, so having the costuming accentuate that really helps. But I love the keep flashing between real-time dancing and then slow bullet. Yeah, right here. Like at the end, we've got going to like bullet time, or like, 3,000 frames per second shot of what was it, like pollen or something, like flowers. Oh man. Okay. Well, here let's talk about the part that probably a lot of you guys, if you are discovering this, if I did SEO correctly, why you should listen to a Latin ballroom dancer talk about the Latin ballroom parts of this song. So let me see, where is that? Is that here? No, not yet. But again, oh my gosh, yes. So check this out. Like right here, maybe she does it a little bit more in her other costume, her other outfits, but having the movement right here around her hips, I think makes this part of the dance look a bit better. Yeah, let's watch that in bullet time. Okay, sorry. Let's bring it full speed. In the actual bullfighting, I believe you're supposed to, I don't know what it's called, but like you're supposed to stab and skewer and slowly wear down the bull in a respectful manner. She doesn't seem to be coming in contact with the car here. Is she taming the car? I love this makeup, these looks she's serving us. Such attention to detail in these looks. Like, I think it's very easy for a lot of other girl groups and K-pop groups to give you like, okay, they'll loosely define concept and image and style that they're going for, but don't have the full, don't have all the detailing. But you can, man, you really see that here, and it's a very unique. Well, I shouldn't be the one to talk. My wife is the one who knows the makeup, but love the makeup looks here. Okay, finally. So here's the samba part. So looks like we're doing like a shadow basic or something. Oh my god. Okay. I hate to say it, but Chung is off time, or one of the lead is off time. One of them is off time. Yeah, Chung is off time. Yeah. Homeboy's on the right time. A little too much shoulders. His shoulders need to be more level. So, if you didn't know, samba, or really all Latin ballroom, is about the hips. You're just like supposed to do figure eights, like all like 2 million, like times 9,000, like super hips, and especially for samba, you got to be doing those figure eights all the time. And I think we're kind of seeing Homeboy do it, but well, okay, yeah. I mean, he's getting it. He like, is he international Latin ballroom champion level? Definitely competitor. Maybe bronze place winner. Okay. This is almost cliche to see it all the time. And what I hate about often seeing these when I watch dance competition videos, everyone does the samba roll. Oftentimes you have to, just because you're limited by the choreography or number of moves that you can be doing for any given competition. So maybe it's why you see it more often. But also just the choreographer's choice to employ this move can be for better or for worse, because when you don't get the technique of the roll, it sure as hell shows, because the roll requires, like, it could be said that with any dance or any vocabulary that you need to have the synergy, the chemistry, the rhythm from both the lead and the follow in doing a given vocabulary movement correctly. But with the roll, if you don't do the roll right, like, oh my god, you're going to see all the different places, all the different parts of the body where the two of you are not connected, or someone's not in time or not feeling it. So brave move for the choreographer to employ it here, and for Chung to choose to execute on it. So let's see. We go into, okay, they don't connect here. You notice how they're at here. Can you guys see my cursor? I guess you can. So their shoulders are in different positions. They, like, right from the get-go, you need to be together as you go into the roll. It's all about, like, there's a body movement, like Chung is swinging around, and like homeboy, the lead, he needs to catch her and continue that movement. And right now he's kind of like preempting it. He's kind of like getting into her a little sooner, mainly because if you actually look at Chung Ha's arms here, they're not in alignment with her torso. Okay. Now this is another really super irritating thing that really, I complain about it all the time on the K-pop cast, our K-pop podcast, but for a lot of I would say more hip hop dancers, they don't always see movement which starts from the core. And when you do movement from a core, you have like all these downstream movement, like which happens as a consequence in reaction to something that you're doing more at the center of your gravity. And so what we're seeing Chung Ha do here isn't from her core. She's doing like the vocabulary. She's like, okay, I've seen you dance, teacher. You just tell me I need to move my arm around. It's not the same thing. And it's sure as hell not the same thing, especially when you're doing a roll, because the roll requires the full like torque of your body in opposition with your hips that are like, you're with your partner. Like you're doing these things together. And if you just kind of have like one person doing it, it's like, it's not as cool. It's not as dynamic. And what we see Chung Ha doing here. Another basic there. Yeah. By the way, when you do those, the step back, you have to push off the ball of your back foot, and she's not doing that there. You're supposed to use that so you can get more of an arc with your hips, which is so ironic, right? Because in the other parts of the song, you actually see Chung Ha like really showing us her hips. But in the place where like it actually matters, she's not giving it to me. Okay, here we go. So let's just break this down frame by frame. So right off, right here, you can see that you see where her torso is heading. It's kind of like, oh God, how can I even show this on camera? Like it's going off to the right here, but see her arm is going forward toward the camera. And then, but see, her torso needs to be leaning forward. She needs to like swing it around. And instead, I think she's like, typical K-pop idol, like really concerned about the face and giving it to the camera. That's also very important. But it's at the expense of technique here, guys. Now, do K-pop fans notice or care? Probably not. But for those who do, and I'm sorry, like now I'm educating you, you're going to notice this. And you're probably going to be equally pained by seeing this imperfection. So let's see. Next frame here. Okay, yeah. It's just like, instead of like moving your body around, it's just like you're hitting your arm back. And that's what she's doing here. Like homeboy, you can see he's like, give me something to react of. He's like leaning his body in and he doesn't have anything. Chung Ha's not leaning into him like she's supposed to. So he's just kind of faking it. But you can't get that same, the physics, guys. The physics don't work unless you have the compression, the opposition, the physics of someone pushing against you for you to lean against, vice versa. Okay. All right. So, oh, this is so sad. You're supposed to be leaning back right here. Okay, I'll ask you this, guys. Does Chung Ha look like she's leaning back? No, she's standing very elongated and upright. But you're supposed to gotta go back. It's all about like that dynamic roll. That's why it's called a roll, guys. We're not gonna roll. So she just kind of goes up. The guy, he's not going back either. He's trying to get closer. Also, he's trying to put his hands right on on her hip bone. Or it's supposed to be, because that becomes like another like point of opposition. You can use your partner, like you're trying to, as she's rolling and as you're rolling, like in parallel movement, you use that point to kind of like guide each other as you go into the roll. And right now they have no connection. Okay. Continues. No actual roll. Okay. They're starting to. Now you're just starting to get a hint of what a roll looks like, because now they're both leaning forward. Maybe he's touching her back. And then, yeah, you're supposed to go around, pivot. This is what Lindy Hoppers think of like a turnout. Never mind. You didn't hear that. So, and a spin out. That's fun. This is fun. Like, actually, whenever I used to go social dancing, I can't go social dancing anymore, being a dad and having just not the bachelor lifestyle I used to have. But this is like one of my favorite things to do. It's not a dip, but you can go into a dip if you want with your follow. And you can always do this on like if you know the end of a phrase is coming in the song, you can just stop. And it's a really good way that you can like really hold on to your follow and stop her from moving. And then she can use that moment where you've got her to do like more like sensual posing. And you start to see Chung do it here. She raises her knee. What is she doing with her hand? Yeah, she was giving it to the camera, but like, I don't know. This might have looked better if she arched her back a bit more, so we'd have more of an S curve. Like, so we'd go like that more. If she just arched her back right here, that would look cooler. Okay. We're not getting, like, she rolls out. The dude provides a platform for her, but these things need to be in tension. Like, she needs to be kind of like pushing against the platform that he's providing. Like, he's anchoring her so that she can really extend out, maybe like push out her chest more. Honestly, guys, that's like Latin ballroom is all about sexy moves. And, you know, we're not like, China, I know, girl, you can do it. So that would have been a great opportunity to give us some more sensual movement. What's up with this camera panning? Like, right when we should be paying attention to that, like, what do you guys see here in the frame? We see mostly this dead space here in the top left. It would have been really fun to see more of this movement from the two of them. Alternatively, maybe that was on purpose because like maybe it was just such a train wreck down there that we didn't want to see what was going on down below. Okay, that was good. I mean, Chung knows how to body roll. What is this guy doing though? He's not reacting to it. Oh, and just like back to the composition, the visual composition. Like, I love these. Again, these are the more slower movements. We had real-time dancing, and now we're at I guess it must have been recorded at a higher frame rate and played in the same time, or played at halftime to coincide with the song. So you got these moments where you're really fast and high energy, and then it's contrasted with these times where you pause, you take in the aesthetic beauty of the environment that you're in. I can make you dance. This is also really nice. Like, I just love the attention to detail for contrasting the background colors here, and keeping, yes, the supporting dancers neutral, but in a very complementary color. And I think too often we see just backup dancers wearing black. That's like just cliche, and it doesn't add to the contrast or the aesthetic of the shot itself. So wonderful job, Chung, Stone Entertainment production team, whoever's behind this. It's so awesome. Like, and contra, like, so earlier I said we had moments where things are in real time, but then we also have things where they're like faster than real time. This is sped up to be like, but probably like twice time. Yeah. So like, okay, that's in slowed down, but here this is faster. So this shot, they're faster, and then here they're slower. And actually, the wonderful thing about ballroom dancing, but any sort of like Latin dancing, is that a lot of the times you want to really command the vocabulary and the rhythm. It's not about just getting from point A to B within the beat. It's about those like micro measurements and filling in those micro measurements for more rhythm, more nuanced movement. And so it's not just going from, okay, I'm going to go from here to here. It's more like I'm going to go from here to here and fill it out. Or like here to here. I'm not like quite there, but I'm going to linger in that 80% space before I'm at 100% to slowly fill 3/4 of the remaining time. And it shows you that I'm in control of my body. I'm in really control of the rhythm and the time. And I'm also in control of my style. We have that same concept applied in the timing of these frames here. Yeah, I love this dress. Okay. Time to critique more samba. Okay, so what is Chung doing? Is she trying to do the dance? Yeah. Okay. I'm just looking at her footwork, like right here. It looks like maybe the choreographer gave her choreography to match this guy. Like really, maybe she's supposed to be more at what are these called? Reverse basics, or but I'm not gonna even try to pronounce it correctly. I had a friend who loved doing this all the time whenever we go out social dance, or just whenever we went out partying, he would do this move all the time, uninvited. So this move's got a special place in my heart. But yeah, you notice how homeboy he's trying to move quickly. He's in halftime on his footwork, and he's trying to move his hips to keep up with that. I don't know if he's doing it completely on time. It's pretty close, actually. Meanwhile, what is Chung doing? She doesn't know. But she knows that she's supposed to end on that count. So she's like, and done. Oh, and then they continue it into this other scene. Oh, look, okay, they're matchy-matchy here. Okay, the other funny thing is, they're doing a samba. And there's a bullfight, right? I mean, she's bullfighting the sports car. But actually, guys, there's a song for the bullfight. It's called the Paso Doble. And the Paso Doble, you wear this outfit right here. And they're not doing the Paso Doble. They're doing my favorite dance, the samba. Talking about mixed metaphor. Girl. Okay, right here. Like, this isn't even a ballroom move. But this is the move where you're supposed to be like, sexy. Like, give it to me. And she's like, that's where you gotta like, oh God, I'm not gonna try to show it on camera, but like you really need to arch your back, lean forward more, like give me more of that central booty, really. And she's not giving it to me. She starts to do it, she implies it, but she doesn't complete. Whatever. Okay. I know to a lot of beginners and people who know nothing about partner dancing, something like this is going to be like, oh, wow, like they did a dip. It's really cool. But at the same time, like I kind of see this and I see all the imperfections in like Chung's form here and like how he's trying to, I mean, for one, her neck shouldn't be like thrown against his body like this, but it was probably done to be safe. It does not impress I think, dancers. I think this is just something that's kind of silly and easy to do for a beginner that impresses other beginners. I love this like breakdancing. It's a good contrast. Honestly, I know like I said Paso Doble mixed metaphor earlier, but it's refreshing. And here we get the pollen going in at this like really. I don't know what it is. Like, does this have anything to do with the story, the meaning? Possibly, but it's just really refreshing to see something visually striking and different while you're watching high intensity movement. It's that contrast, guys. A lot of these dust things remind me of Blackpink's was it Kill Us Love or Doo Doo Doo, where is it Lisa who just like sprays up the pink dust? Yeah. Again, it's all about the hips. And what I'm getting... Let's see, where is it? Right about here. That's where you give me the hips. That's where you give me the hips. And it's not... Okay. Like, this could have been a learning moment for Chung, like more so. Like, not only is International Latin Ballroom dancing about hips, it's also about figure 8 hips. So, like, if these are my legs, or like the two parts of my hips, they should be going, how do I show this on camera? Like, you know, the infinity sign or like an 8, that's what your hips should be doing. They should be going from like one corner to another in like two pendulum motions. And here she's just going to the left with her hip. But what I would have liked to have seen is more like a roundabout. Oh yeah, that would have been sensual, guys. Like, let's see more of the Latin sensual figure 8 hips. I mean, she gives me a body roll, right at the end here. Yeah, we're getting there. The dress really helps. Yeah, you see this? So you see the movement start in the hip and roll up to the torso. Right up there. That's cool too, but we'll see more in the hips. Woo! I love it. I don't know what it... Oops. Did not mean to do that. I don't know what it is in the aesthetics in K-pop right now, but we're seeing a lot of like rose crowns right now, and I kind of want to say that's probably appropriating from somewhere. I'm not enough of an expert to know. You guys let me know, leave your thoughts in the comments, whether or not it's appropriating. If it's if K-pop concepts are appropriating from anything, but it seems to be really hot right now in a lot of the Latin themed concepts that we're seeing in K-pop. So let's break it down in terms of the concept. So we've got a Latin inspired, not completely Latin, but a Latin inspired dance feel. The temperate climate of this background is like throwing me off because that's completely different setting than everything else that we've seen in this music video. Yeah, like this looks really cool, but when we go to these trees, it's like this does not belong in the same environment as the others. It's still very visually striking. Man, drum fills are like the thing of 2020, like K-pop songs 2020. Here, listen for it. Oh, is it not there? I thought I heard it. Yeah, there it is. Did you hear it? Some producer created that sample and is like making hella bank right now because every K-pop song is using that drum fill right now. Oh, reverse time. Things going in reverse. So Chung naturally had to do something backwards there too. I could have used the rapper. Like even if it was just like a little like bubble of the dude talking right here or something. I love this aesthetic. Check it out, guys. Look at that. I love that. Look at. Really good. Sometimes, like, it doesn't even matter what the meaning or the concept is. It's just, like, pretty to look at, right? Like, don't you want this for, like, your wallpaper? Or, like, paisleys on your shirt, like paisley, like 70s aesthetic. I don't know. I dig it, guys. I dig it. Let me know what you think. Okay, I don't hear other captions. Okay. Looks like English translations are not up yet. Okay, I'm just gonna not look at that part. Let me know when it's over. It's nice just to close your eyes and listen to the vocals. Like sometimes I can hear the music better when I just close my eyes. I'm not distracted. Yeah. Costuming, setting. God. So what I'm asking myself right now is what does it mean, or what is the message? Just talking about playing, being on repeat, showing. Clearly something's to be conquered here. I mean, we've got the bullfighting, we've got the dance partner. I don't know. But on a superficial look, for the concept, like 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, I'd give this Yeah, I'd give this a 4. I mean, just aesthetically speaking, it's really fun. I like that there was an attempt for bringing in Latin ballroom into K-pop. Like, more Latin ballroom for K-pop, guys. More Latin ballroom for K-pop, y'all. Like, I live for this sort of stuff. And when it comes to the music, like, oh my, 1 to 5, like, certainly has inspiration from tropical house, which is Chung roots, as we all know. Why Don't You Know? Um, Love You or Loving You. A lot of her songs had that tropical house feel and sound. And this isn't squarely tropical house, but it's all the same drum fills. Similar tempo. Is it catchy? The hooks aren't as catchy as State of Night. Like, State of Night, like, oh my freaking God. State of Night is the best song of 2020, in my opinion, thus far, that we've seen. Next to other songs by Soyeon. But I think I'd give like a 3 or 3.3 on audio, on the music. I like that you can hear her Chungha's powerful vocals on the bridge. And lastly, is the song Daebak or Not? Yeah, it's Daebak, guys. Come on, really. Like, you're asking a Chungha fan and a Latin ballroom dancer whether or not the song is Daebak. It's definitely Daebak. It's Daebak, hands down. It's hella Daebak. Even though Chungha has more work to do in the Latin ballroom dancing. Man, this was fun. This was really fun. Except for that part. Just the looks she's serving, the dance moves she's serving, the costuming, the dancers. Man, I want to see Chungha go more global. Like, I know she's doing great in Korea, but like I want to see Chungha rise to like BTS level, like worldwide stardom. What's it gonna take? Let me know in the comments. So again, I'm DJ Peter Lowe, and thanks for watching. And let me know if I should do more of these. Like, I just kind of did this on a whim. I put my son to bed. I don't know if you saw. I did another reaction as well with my child, and it was kind of hard to do. Not giving the full attention. But let me know if I should do more of these. See you all on the next one.